Hello and welcome back to the Movie Memo Recaps. Today we are going to recap a 2012 movie titled El Gringo. Please be advised that there are spoilers ahead. The film begins with the man, a law enforcement officer who kidnaps a drug lord and confines him in the trunk of his car after blowing up the truck. He grabs a bag containing $2 million. Despite his wounds, he persists in navigating the desolate terrain until he arrives at the closest settlement. He wants to seek medical assistance for his injury and quenches thirst after a long journey. Finally, he encounters three men carrying a gallon of water. However, one of the males was mistreating a dog. After observing this, the man tried to scold him, but the trio challenged him to a fight. Despite their numerical disadvantage, the man was triumphant. Unfortunately, the altercation spilled the water he wanted, leaving him unhappy. He then set free the abused dog and went on his route, the dog trailing behind him. The man arrives in El Fronteras, a small town's residential area. A young woman named Flocka tries to steal his bag, but her lack of martial arts experience easily defeats her. The man then removes the knife she was holding and demands she take off her shirt. The man then leaves, headed for a cafe. Strangely, the waiter avoids him, and the staff refuses to serve him food or drinks. When he leaves the cafe and enters a convenience store, the cashier chases him away. Parched, the man eventually finds a tavern operated by a woman named Anna. He offers to buy water for $100, but Anna declines unless he places $500 on the table. She ultimately agrees to give him a single shot, but she requests that he drink it outside her institution. In another place, Culebra, a gang leader, assaults a new member in an abandoned structure to initiate him. Culebra even orders him to commit murder in order to become an official member of the gang. Shortly after, Flocka approaches Culebra and tells him about her robbery attempt on a foreign man. Culebra responds by encouraging Flocka to join his group and receive assistance from his fellow members. However, Sheriff Chief Espinoza quickly ends their conversation by dispersing the group. Simultaneously, the man attempts to buy bus tickets, but the attendant, as usual, refuses to service him. Furthermore, the bus he intended to ride is unavailable. Perplexed and unsure of his next step, he returns to the bar and speaks with Anna. Through her, he discovers that the old woman selling bus tickets duped him. The scheduled departure time for the bus to the man's intended destination is 2 p.m. Unfortunately, it was too late for the man to board the bus. Throughout their chat, Anna kept her attention fixed on the man's bag. She went on to say that the locals of El Fronteras harbored deep hatred against outsiders. The man then asked Anna to let him sleep at the pub. Anna took pity on him and agreed to let the man remain in her bar for one night. That evening, as he relaxed, the man reflected on the events leading up to his arrival at El Fronteras. His commander, Lieutenant West, had directed him and three other police officers to seize a cartel dealer near the border. When they arrived at a barren hill, they recognized the mission was a setup. The cartel dealers they aimed to apprehend surrounded them. The man hurriedly removed a gun from his car's trunk. Unfortunately, the bullets instantly killed his friends, but the man with an arm injury managed to survive. After killing all of the cartel dealers, he stole a bag full of money as proof and kidnapped the last remaining cartel member, placing him in his car trunk. The man awoke from his trance to find Anna holding a knife to his throat. Anna clearly knew what was in the man's luggage. Fearing he was a drug cartel member, she kicked him out and threw his luggage out the window, just as Flocka passed by the bar. Flocka quickly grabbed the money and sprinted away, but the man quickly caught up with her. In her haste and disregard for her surroundings, Flocka collided with someone, causing the bag to fly out of her grasp. The man attempted to get his suitcase, but Culebra and his men intercepted it. They mocked the man by passing the bag between themselves. Agitated by their derision, the man fought back, but Sheriff Espinoza's arrival and warning shot put an end to the brawl. Culebra, unaware of the bag's contents, returned it to the man and requested that he leave the city immediately, threatening to murder him if he refused. Meanwhile, American police forces, led by Lieutenant West, converged on the lonely slope where the man and cartel gunmen had exchanged gunfire. A forensic team investigated the crime site and the deceased victims. West soon learned that one of the officials he had set up had stolen all of the cartel's funds. Meanwhile, the man remained at El Fronteras, resting outside Anna's bar. When Anna saw him, she struck up a discussion and told him about El Fronteras' history. The city was formerly fairly rich, attracting a large number of tourists. However, everything changed when gangsters and cartels took control and banned foreigners from visiting the city. They also prohibited residents from conversing with or serving any foreigners who visited the city. After telling the story, Anna let the man sleep outside her bar. The next morning, Flocka approached the man, who was still asleep, with the intention of receiving the money. Upon realizing the theft of his luggage, the man chased after Flocka, only to stumble when she shackled his leg. After freeing himself, the man climbed atop a nearby home to find Flocka. He noticed her inspecting the bag's contents in the middle of the street, apparently astonished by the sight of the money. Moments later, the man shoved Flocka, scattering the money over the street and drawing the attention of nearby residents. After Culebra complained about the situation, the ruckus reached Sheriff Espinoza. Espinoza then directed Culebra to eliminate the man and seize the money. At the police station, West attempted to persuade his supervisor that the man was responsible for the murders of the 3 cops and cartel members as a result of his money chase. West requested permission to track down the individual, claiming that his Mexican heritage would make the process easier. Meanwhile, as the man was waiting for the bus, the males from Culebra arrived with the intention of killing him. He grabbed a gun from one of them and fatally shot them, but more of Culebra's men showed up. The resulting altercation forced the man to miss his bus. On the other hand, Espinoza, seeing that the man was no ordinary person, decided to send his own men to catch him. In his office, Espinoza prepared weaponry for the mission to apprehend the suspect. The man continued in conflict with Culebra's unrelenting pursuit. Amidst the chaos, Flocka retrieved the man's bag and fled, only to face further pursuit. The man informed Flocka that if she took the bag, Culebra's males would kill her, but she refused to give it up, even mounting walls to escape. Culebra suddenly emerged, leveling his gun at them. As Culebra was about to kill Flocka, who was still climbing the wall, the man threw a knife, forcing Culebra's shot to miss and merely hurting Flocka's leg. However, Culebra was able to shoot the man's hand. Fortunately, Anna struck Culebra with a brick before he could administer the deadly shot to the man's skull. She then took the man to her home for medical assistance. The next day, Flocka asked why Culebra wanted her dead. Culebra said that she was not a member of his organization and that if she wanted to join, she would have to kill a man. Flocka, disheartened by Culebra's remark, left, holding back tears. Following this, Culebra appeared at Anna's bar and requested that she hand over the foreign man she had been helping. He threatened to kill Anna and burn down her bar. When the man heard the commotion outside, he hurried to Anna's rescue. West, who was holding a gun on him, told him to surrender. The man used the chance to question West's motivations for constructing a trap for him and his 3 buddies. West explained that the man and his 3 colleagues were overly honest about their profession, regularly disturbing West's criminal activities. West then escorted the man to the sheriff's office, demanding his detention in a prison cell. He then handed over the bag of money to the sheriff, who divided it and told West to use the rest to buy drugs. The following day, Culebra went to the sheriff's office to inquire about the man. Espinoza told Culebra that he could murder the man, but cautiously. Culebra, excited about the chance to inflict revenge, was surprised to find the cell empty. Culebra discovered that the man had escaped through the window. Following his escape, the man grabbed a car and pursued West, who had fled the city. A high-speed car chase began, culminating in the man colliding with West's vehicle and hitting the border wall. The border guards who witnessed the incident chose not to intervene and fled the site. West quickly grabbed a shotgun and searched for the man in his car, but he was hidden behind him, aiming his gun at him. In a desperate effort, West volunteered to split the money with the man and toss the bag his way. Disillusioned with West, the man turned down the offer and fatally shot him. Culebra arrested Anna that night in El Fronteras and brought her before the sheriff for collaborating with the man. Even Culebra's men started a fire in her bar. The villagers gathered in large numbers as Anna was about to face execution. Amidst the mob, the man stepped ahead, giving out money to the residents. Culebra's soldiers lowered their weapons after noticing that the townspeople supported the man. Culebra, on the other hand, was unwavering in his determination to kill the man. He slipped discreetly through the crowd to attack him, but Flocka stepped in and stabbed Culebra before he could harm him. The man thanked Flocka for her actions and approached Anna, who was unconscious and laying in front of the burned-out bar. Espinoza attacked the man from behind, knocking him down. Fortunately, as Espinoza prepared to shoot the man, the dog he had previously saved nipped his hand. The man instantly retrieved the dropped gun and shot Espinoza. However, Espinoza was not dead. He produced a backup gun and pointed it at the man. Anna grabbed a knife and tossed it at Espinoza. The knife struck him in the chest, killing him. As the video finishes, the man retrieves Espinoza's badge and gives it to Anna. The crowd erupts in cheers, declaring that Anna will be their new sheriff. Anna and the man marry, and she reopens her bar. Thank you for watching. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe for more recaps. Until next time, have a nice day.